Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. We are your hosts, Vidas
and
We've been mastering secrets of organ playing for more than 20 years and sharing them on this blog since 2011.
On this show, which we create from our home in Vilnius, Lithuania, we strive to help you grow in every area of organ playing, including practice, technique, repertoire, sight reading, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory, harmony, and many others.
Our hope is to help you become a complete musician, or what we call as total organist, a program which we have created to help you reach your dreams faster than you would do on your own.
If you are new here, we invite you to subscribe to receive free updates of this blog at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
And now let's go to the podcast for today. Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Ausra.
Let's start episode 557 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by Monty, and he writes, Vidas, I'm slowly going through the Orgelbuchlein. Because of a very late start, my playing resembles one of your slow motion videos. But nevertheless, I greatly enjoy it. A wonderful thing about music is that there is something great for everyone. One thing I especially appreciate is that you mention things and dozens of times they turned out to be very useful. For example, I used the Wayne Leupold Orgelbuchlein edited and fingered by your old teacher Quentin Faulkner. It is a treasure. Had you not mentioned Faulkner, I probably never would have been introduced to his books. Another example. A while back, you mentioned that you were going to interview Frank Mento. I didn't know anything about him, but I went right to Amazon and picked up his 2 new consolidated volumes, while my Hauptwerk organ has a harpsichord sample set, without, of course, a realistic touch. So far the pieces work for the organ. This is a beautiful progressive series, thoughtfully created by someone with an obvious dedication to education. As mentioned near the beginning of the podcast that I just started, it required a huge amount of work to produce. The books contain hundreds of nice period pieces. Advanced organists who already play well and understand early fingering might find the series to be too elementary, but I'm getting a lot out of it. In particular, there is a strong focus on shifting hand positions. Maybe to give one more example, someone was once having trouble with Bach, and it might have been Ausra who suggested that maybe they should try Pachelbel because his works were more approachable. So I picked up the Bellotti edition from Wayne Leupold, and sure enough, it was full of very nice fugues that can be played by ordinary people. The year is almost at an end, and I will wish you and Ausra a very happy New Year. Monty. First of all, Ausra, where is the question?
It seems that it's more like, appreciation letter, and it's very nice and very thoughtfully written, and we truly appreciate it. It's very nice, to receive a feedback from our listeners and our readers.
That's right. I read it through and was looking for something to click, but I didn't notice any specific concern that Monty is having, other than his wish to thank us.
Yes, and it's very nice that he mentions Quentin Faulkner, who was our professor at UNL, and it's really nice. It's a really remarkable person, really, and he worked in both directions as as a educator and also as I could call him philosopher even. If you would read his book Why Servant Despair, you would know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Because his ideas about how human mentality developed during the centuries, it's really interesting.
Yeah, it's a book about evolution of the ideas around music and the church. Specifically, not about church music itself, but ideas around music and the church. I've heard he is almost done with his new publication. What it's about? A registration of Johann Sebastian Bach's work, maybe? Organ works?
Yes, and do you know if Wayne Leupold is going to publish it or not?
Not sure, but it's possible.
It's a possibility because we have collaborated a lot, during the lifetime. And in general, the Wayne Leupold name was mentioned a few times, in this letter, and I think it's worth mentioning because he is really one of the most outstanding editors in the organ field.
And I was lucky to interview him for the podcast too.
Yes.
I remember holding a laptop on my knees and sitting in our former summer cabin.
Yes. And he is remarkably good with all the commercial stuff. I think if more musicians would have his skills, we would all be much more richer.
He's good, you mean,
Wealthier.
with selling his music?
Yes. Remember how his demonstrations would go, talking about his music when he publishes.
He has a good quality of a salesman too,
Sure.
which could only be admired and taken as an example for some of the musicians who are maybe either shy or for some other reason don't bother marketing their music.
Yes, and actually it's sort of joke, but he reminded me a little bit about that turtle from the Ice Age.
Oh, who could sell anything?
Yes, and it's sort of really good
Even
at what he is doing. But I'm talking this because of the admiration, because what he is selling is a really good stuff. We have tried it many times ourselves, so we can really advocate for it.
yeah, first of all, you have to be good at what you do and then sell crap. I mean, there are organists online, for example, who advertise themselves basically shamelessly, much more than real good organists do, but their music is, well, let's say, below average. Right, Osha?
Yeah.
Have you seen them? And I think they spend more time marketing themselves than playing organ. And in their particular situation, I would reverse the efforts and practice more and market less.
Sure.
And for some other organists, maybe do the opposite, market more than practice less. But that's, of course, very personal. What else can we say? Frank Mento, right? Frank Mento, you haven't met him, right? When we visited Paris. No. But I talked with him for 3 times, I think, on the podcast about his harpsichord method and highly recommend it. I'm glad that someone like Frank started doing it for the harpsichord because there wasn't anything available online. And his age, I mean, he is a senior and already retired, and to do this online work is not easy for seniors. and he's, of course, has good help, collaborates with probably someone with more technical knowledge, and that's a very good advice. If you're not equipped technically, find someone who is.
But I guess now, age is not an obstacle. More and more elderly people discover, the internet. And even I have heard that, teenagers leaving Facebook because, their grandmas actually are sort of taking over the Facebook.
Have you met grandmas who sell harpsichord methods yet?
No, but
That's what I mean. They usually are users of the platform, but not creators. That's a little different level. And from time to time, one or two people also reach that level, but it's rare.
yeah, it's rare. But I think it will become more often, the case.
I mean, it's not rare if you did this, and your entire life, and you gradually discover the internet and share your work there, because you've been sharing it offline all your life, right? It's not that big of a difference. But if you haven't done this before, to switch the mindset that you can be a creator online at this age, this is still rare, I think.
Yes, but I think it will become more and more popular. Don't you think so?
Absolutely. There is no other way. Because if there are, it's just statistics. The more users there are, the more creatives too.
Because now the new generation will grow up who were born with smartphones and the internet, and we will have it together with their mother's milk, so to say. So we don't have to learn it in the middle of their age, as we did, for example.
Yeah.
Or as an elderly, as there are some people now. So it will be natural, to publish your work online and to share your works online.
The different thing with us is that we went to the United States right early enough, and we picked up new ideas from there. And when we got back, we could talk similar language with the teenagers, because those new ideas were just getting transferred to Lithuania, but not necessarily picked up by the people of our age, but only by the people of earlier generation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and of course Monty likes Pachelbel, and we highly recommend Pachelbel as well.
Yes, he is an excellent composer. I have done many of his pieces, in church.
I haven't
for liturgical purposes.
I haven't played Pachelbel for a while now. Maybe I should prepare some slow motion videos and give our team to transcribe fingering.
Yes, I think that's a good idea. It's very useful for church musicians.
Yes, and easier than Johann Sebastian Bach, like a preparation for Bach.
True.
Good. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Monty, for your thoughtful message. We really appreciate it. And please keep sending us more of your questions. We love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.
This blog is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online, where you will find courses for every area of organ playing, including technique, practice, sight reading, repertoire playing, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory and harmony, with hundreds of scores and thousands of exercises. Here is what some of the students are saying.
Hugh writes, "The sight reading course has helped me tremendously. Thank you very much for your SS courses and all your help."
Robert writes, I found the fingerings, registration ideas, and general comments to be excellent.
John writes, I have found your download very helpful. It was really excellent. I have watched some of your teaching videos, and when I read your instructions, I tried to imagine you were teaching me. You may feel disappointed that I am 2-3 days behind, but I am a slow learner, and I have committed to taking the time to get it right, as you say. But the other night my wife commented that she had never heard me play such a detailed melody in the left hand so well. My left hand is generally poor.
Robert writes, it has been a great pleasure in my life of having discovered your courses and material as well as the YouTube work of recordings. You have a calm and pleasant way of teaching.
Ron writes, Hi Vidas and Osha, thank you guys. What a wonderful response to my email note to you. You've got me right, and I feel you understand my level of playing. Yes, at home, and lucky that I have an organ for that reason. I am paying attention to this, and I am going to try this haha no longer secret model. Yes, and I love Cesar Frank too. What is very nice about your blog podcast is that Osha and Vidas are like a Socratic dialogue, and by bouncing things off of each other, so much more information comes out and is expressed. Your comments contain a wealth of information and understanding. I really appreciate this. It is very inspiring and will keep us moving forward.
Would you like to receive the same or even better results that our students are getting? If so, join them at organduo.lt/total-organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to receive free updates of this blog, make sure you do that at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video, how to master any organ composition, and 10-day organ playing mini course.
This was Vidas.
And Osha from Secrets of Organ Playing.
And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.